subscribe to the NorMacroTrading.com community. Clicking the icon below for making new videos. I'd really appreciate that, guys. Helps the channel out a ton. Appreciate it. Yeah, blue light glasses. Nothing crazy. All right. Edit video. Yeah, I know I want to apologize. 5, 8, 9, I believe is today's day of trading. And then minus 105. Oops. Go like that. Boom. And then today's the 6, 1. Cool. Alrighty, guys. Let's see here. So we are down 105,000 today. Let's see here. Where is that? Obviously, you know, not the best, but I'm gonna go ahead and explain why here in a moment. Alrighty, guys. We had the account, it was like 580 grand, and then we had 2 or 3 big size up opportunities that we just keep messing up on. Reality trading, I am live, going over today's trading day, down 105K. Alright, give me about 35 more seconds and I should be good to go here, guys. Alright, there's that. Yeah, we just had, you know, a series of unfortunate events. I took an overnight, which is great, awesome, good stuff, but, you know, at the end of the day, that one didn't pan out, and then, you know, Trade Zero had a problem, cost me about, I don't know, 40 grand, maybe 50 grand. Just based upon, you know, having to stop out late. Oops, there's that. Okay, I'm live. There's that. Cool. We can do MULN, we can do ONCT, we can do, what's the other one today that we played? BKSY, TNXP, and then maybe one more, EFOI, and then this one right here. Alrighty, guys, we're live here at NorMacroTrading.com. Let me go live on TikTok as well. Give me a moment here. Boom. Live. Cool. Alright, we're live. Appreciate you guys. Subscribe to the NorMacroTrading.com community. Click the icon later for making new videos. Wow, MULN is just tanking right now. Alrighty, guys. So, let's see here. What's up, Steve? What's up, Nathan? What's up, Brock? Discipline and consistency, awesome stuff. Glad you listened to it. Did you find me from there? Is this the first time you've heard about me? I love when people find me. What's going on, Miyamore? What's going on, Kyle? What's going on, Ken Carr? All right, guys. So, yeah, tough day. You know, the BKSY overnight I really thought was going to pan out. Oops. I really thought BKSY was going to pan out, but it didn't. Ended up taking my loss, great, you know, is what it is. TNXP was one where, you know, I started to long it right in here. I ended up getting a 402.4 average with a big position. I wanted 430 here, and then I ended up adding, and I really like the way that the monkeypox has, you know, really, you know, developed. Obviously, it's a terrible thing. You know, no one wants to get it, and it's kind of like, you know, it's very, you don't want to see anybody have it. But when it's out there, no matter where we look at in the markets, if there's money flowing towards something, you know, it's our jobs to capitalize. And right now, monkeypox, there's like SIGA obviously had a big run. You get that. GovX had a big run. And so basically, you know, TNXP was similar. And I thought, you know, that alone would give it a little bit of momentum on the backside. Maybe even go through 5s and have this one an after-hour runner. Kind of looked like somebody was just selling. I don't know if it was warrants. I don't know what it is, but somebody just sold this thing all day long. They were looking for this pop, and they, you know, maybe the company decided to sell into the PR. I don't know. But, you know, whatever the case, it was ugly. I mean, perked straight up. And I usually don't like seeing this, but you know, at the end of the day, TNXP was an SSR. So if I see this and it's SSR, it's usually a no touch, but it wasn't. What's going on, Elgin? And then the worst case scenario happens. I'm long this stock and I'm stuck. I cannot sell. And Trade Zero malfunctions again. This is the third time in 2 months. And, it's unfortunate because I've loved Trade Zero for a long time. I've used them for a long time. They've been great with me. They've worked with me. I have nothing but good things to say about them until these past 1 or 2 months. I keep getting these where if I can't sell, that's a big problem. Or if I can't, if I'm in a stock and I can't sell, it's a big problem. Or if I'm in a stock and I can't cover, that's a big problem. And literally I have shares and I just could not sell. I could not, it's been to a point where I couldn't cover my short. And, one time it worked out, the other 2 or 3 it didn't. And either way, if it works out or if it doesn't matter. It's just a concept that isn't good. So I ended up holding this thing, stuck in this thing from, I think it was 10:20 all the way to 11 before I'm finally able to sell. And, I would have sold somewhere, when I saw this candle right here, I probably would have sold somewhere in here or in here. I believe I started to sell somewhere in here and I got out some, I believe. And then I was stuck holding into this and I had to sell right in here. And I got so much slippage. It was extremely unfortunate, and so I lost about, I don't know, an extra 30 to 40 grand because of them. It is what it is. It's trading. I'm not going to sit here and make excuses because I took a loss and I would have taken a loss no matter what. It's just the amount of the loss that really ends up frustrating me in the end. So, that's the way it goes. Everybody has problems with their brokerages. It's not just them, but over the past couple of months, it's been definitely frustrating to see this keep happening. And I'm like, okay, what do I do? I got, I got to make a smart decision based upon what's going on, and that's, considering. I'm not by any means going to make decisions because I do love them. I'm just considering for the first time ever potentially changing brokerages, potentially. For the first time ever. I'm definitely not going to do it. I want to hear more explanation. But it's just frustrating in the end because, this is something that, at the end of the day, you as a trader, it's frustrating when you lose money, or it's frustrating, let's say, it's more frustrating when you lose money, obviously, but the most frustrating thing to me is just the concept of being able to sell or cover and you literally can't, and you're in a position where you have shares. What is that? That's just it's not your fault this isn't working. It's not your issue. You're just trying to cover your stock. That's their job. That's why you pay them the commissions and the miscellaneous fees. And here you are not able to cover, not able to sell. So, it is what it is. I'm not moping. I'm not pouting. This is trading. Anything's, you're open to the free world out there. And, this is all a part of it. Happening many times in my career, but this has been consistent now, and it's frustrating to say the least. But overall, still would have been a red day. Probably quite a bit less of a red day today, to be honest. And I really like the setup. And it seems like, we're in a very slow market. I was able to take base hit after base hit after base hit, continue to make green days, and that was awesome. As soon as I sized up, that's where I really got into issues. And I really don't regret any sizing up pretty much at all. Maybe the most I regret is maybe today's. But out of all the sizing up that I've done where I've taken these big losses, I don't really regret a whole lot of it because I thought there was a lot of potential. But, the moral of the story is in a slower market, you can't really size up. And we're still in a slower market. I know that I can make these 10, 15K days every single day without any stress, maybe 20K currently. But, every now and again, when I get consistency going on, I like to size up. And right now, it just hasn't been able to, I haven't been able to size up. It's unfortunate that Trade Zero, froze up like that. Because, again, it cost me quite a bit extra today. But we're in a slower market. We have to take these 10, 15, 20, 30K days and just walk away. And I'm just talking to myself. I know some of you guys out there for looking for $10, $100, $1,000, and I've been in every position of that. It all started for me with $4 to $5 a day, $10 a day, $100 a day, $1,000 a day, and before you know it, I had a 7-figure day a couple of times now. So, it just compounds on itself, but you have to be disciplined. You have to wait for those proper times to size up, and that's my biggest weakness. If I stay sized down, green days mainly every day. If I start to size up, I need to make sure those days are extremely proper for me to size up, meaning the setup is there. I'm convicted. Low risk, high reward, liquidity, all the above, right? And then I size back down when it's gone. And don't overstay my welcome. You know, those are the biggest weaknesses I have. So, anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys for subscribing to the I appreciate you guys subscribing to the NorMacNoTrading.com community. I'm not a financial advisor, trading on risk, I have a plan, a process, and a strategy. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Those of you guys who haven't already, checked out the free chat room. Links in the description below. If you haven't already, subscribe. Click the icon later for making new videos. Also, make sure to like the channel. It helps the channel out a ton. It's not easy for me to come on here every day. It does take some mental capacity out of me. I'm doing a lot of things in my life currently, and I do this for you guys mainly. So it helps the channel out a ton when you guys subscribe. Click the icon later for making new videos, and also like the channel. It really, I appreciate that a ton. And I'm trying my best to come on here as much as I can. I try and do every day except Friday. I used to do every day, but it's a lot of mental capacity when I'm doing a lot of things in my life right now. And I do appreciate you guys subscribing to the NorMacNoTrading.com community. Click the icon later.